Hello mathematicians, it is time to level up to level 6, and today we are adding distribution. So these first three problems, notice that the directions say simplify the expressions. So notice we don't have any equal signs in those first three problems. It's because they're not equations and we can't solve them, but we can simplify them. So when we have a number outside the parentheses, we need to distribute that number through the parentheses. And I'm going to look at number 3 just because it's the fraction, so help you guys out. So we're going to distribute this 1/2 and multiply 1/2 by 6. Well, you're going to ask yourself, what's half of 6? Well, half of 6 is 3x. And then we're going to multiply that 1/2 to 5. And we're going to write 3x plus 5 halves. You can also write 3x plus 2.5. Alright? So you're going to do the same thing on 1 and 2. I guess we can keep the trend going and do all the columns in the right-hand side. So just like when we were combining like terms, we had to check to see if there was anything we could simplify first. And we have to simplify that distribution before we can move on. So I'm going to distribute that 8. So I still have 24 on the left. 8 times 4 would be 32. And there's a y on there. And then 8 times 1 is 8. Ooh. Alright, now we're going to go through the solving steps. Subtract 8. 24 minus 8 would be 16. (32) and y are being multiplied, so I'm going to divide by 32. And I'm going to simplify this. And 16 is actually half of 32. So it simplifies to 1/2. If you want to see the full simplification. So they're both even, so if we divide them by 2, it'd be 8 and 16. Divide by 2, that would be 4 and 8. Divide by 2 would be 2/4, and divide by 2 would be 1/2. So that would be dividing by 2 every time. Alright, number 9. Is there anything we need to simplify first? Yes, we need to distribute this 2 first. So we're going to distribute it out. So 2 times 3p would be 6p. 2 times 4 would be 8. We do not multiply the 2 by that 9p because 9p is not in the parentheses. So it's just plus 9p equals 38. Is there anything left to simplify? Yes. Combine like terms. 6p plus 9p would be 15p. We still have the plus 8 equals 38. All right, now we are fully simplified. So what would be my next step? Subtract 8. And I get 15p equals 38 minus 8 would be 30. What's my next step? Divide by 15. And what does p equal? 2. All right, let's do number 12. Is there anything to simplify? Yes. Gonna distribute the 4. So I still have 12 equals 8n. Remember, we're distributing a -4, so -4 times 6n would be -24n. And -4 times -2 would be +8. Is there anything left to simplify? Yes. We can combine like terms here, so we still have 12 equals 8n minus 24n would be negative 16n. What's my next step? Subtract 8. And we get 4 equals negative 16n. And what's my next step? Oops. Divide by negative 16. And that would simplify to negative 1/4. And again, the simplification steps. If you divide by 2, 2 goes into 4 2 times, 2 goes into 16 8 times. Divide by 2 again, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8 4 times. Alright, so I did 4 problems for you, leaving you with 8 problems left to do on your assignment. Once you finish the practice on your paper, you can go and submit your answers to the form to see if you are correct or incorrect. For fractions, for it to mark you as correct, you're going to need the fully simplified form. So for number 12, you're not writing in 4 over negative 16, you would write in negative 1/4. That's fully simplified. Just like on number 6, your answer would not be 16/32, it would be 1/2. So always write the simplest form. I will put 2 options on number 3 for the improper fraction or the mixed number. Alright, happy mathing. If you have any questions, make sure you're asking.